jail sentence. The mother don't know her son. Pray for change, pray for change. A new life has begun.
All right. Here we are, all the way live, Pop Loose, right here. I got the Poes in the house. My people's Eric Poe, Brittany Poe. My people, brand new. I met Eric and Brittany when I first got on this path of recovery, man. Just true blessings in this, and we'll share a little bit about that. If you guys don't mind, man, get in here. Let's chop it up, man. Ask questions, no doubt about it. I'm gonna get up in the comments real quick. Who we got up in here? I see you, Cindy from Richmond. All right, booyah. Jason Dearborn, I see you, boy. What you doing, son? Down there, Broadhead, Kentucky, baby. The one, the only Cliff Bass, baby. Cliff let God in and win Bass, a.k.a. what? Big Sugar. I see you, baby. Here we go. Let's do this. Tammy, how you doing? I'm glad you're here. Let us know where you guys are from, if you don't mind, in the comments, man. Just put it up there. Hey, I'm Tammy. I'm from whatever. You hear me? And let's get it popping. Have a shot. Rich Willer up in this. I see you, Richie, baby. My man, 100 grand, let your pain be champagne. Non-alcoholic, baby, because we living today. Amen. Hallelujah. Let's get busy living. And he sees the Poes up in here, boy. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Y'all go ahead. Talk to me. What you got for us?
What's up? I see Rich there.
That's good.
This is all new. I really like this thing where you can kind of
really
see these things. Because this is all like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Hey, Deshaun, how you doing?
Deshaun today.
You talked to Deshaun Smith today.
Deshaun's a life coach, man. He does these services, Louisville area and all that. So
Hot Louisville, yes, sir.
Does a lot of good work, yeah.
Deshaun, send me a friend request. Quit playing with me, baby. I need you, baby. I'm trying to live today. Hey, man, come with it, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, see you. Josh Summer up in here. Rex Fowler in the house. Rex, share this out. If I find out you ain't shared it out on your page, we're going to be beefing, my man. I ain't playing with you, Rex. I love you, boy. Here we go. Brittany, what are you doing, lady?
Just, sitting here with you. I got an invite this time. Last time y'all left me out.
That was Eric's doing. I'm tired of him already. No, real talk. Tech savvy today. Oh yeah, Eric's on his game today, Deshaun. Real talk. Jimmy, how's it going? Jimmy Bubba, did I read that right? Vanessa Hawkins, Frankfurt. All right, the capital city, no doubt about it, baby. Frankfurt, Kentucky, no doubt. Real talk. So, Eric, share with us, baby. Hey, look, man, Eric, he's a modest guy, right? He's a humble guy, but Eric worked in a treatment center for 6 years, and just what he gave to others, man, just instilling purpose and worth in these people. This guy, man, he's the real deal, real deal Holyfield. If you didn't know, now you know, because I told you so, huh? Let's do something. Talk to him, Eric. Let me have it.
But yeah, when I was working there, I just thought, I think it'd be appropriate to kind of talk about how you and I met. So at the time when I was working, I was teaching class at a treatment facility here in the state, and Andrew started coming in, and he was doing service work and a fellowship, right? So Andrew would come in. I didn't really know Andrew at the time, but he was in there, and he does all the stuff that he was just doing now. So I was in the conference room there, and Andrew was in there doing his whole thing, and I was like, who is this guy? So I went in, caught Andrew. We ended up talking afterwards. So a curious thing happened. Typically, in a treatment facility, when people come in and they have fellowships are coming in, bringing meetings in and all this, they'll always ask, so, hey, when's AA coming in? Or, hey, when's NA coming in? Or when are these guys coming in? When are these fellowships coming in? But a curious thing happened when Andrew came in, because everybody stopped asking, hey, when is this fellowship coming in? And everybody was like, hey, when's Andrew coming in?
Oh, wow.
And, so they were looking for Andrew, and it was that point our friendship started to kind of blossom, and we got talking. He would come into the office every so often, and we became friends at that point. But I started telling, and Andrew, I don't know how much he says it on here, but like Andrew has historically suffered from a lot of confidence issues, which is weird because somebody that does what he does and all the stuff that we already seen, you know, you wouldn't think that somebody would have that sort of thing going on. But I told him, man, at that point, I was like, and this is before, I always say I knew Andrew Hager before Andrew Hager was live. And you know, so I told him then, I was like, look, man, like, and I told him the story I just told you guys. I was like, this guy, Andrew, like when he's coming in on a Saturday, like they don't ask, is this fellowship coming in? They ask, is Andrew coming in? The reason that is because Andrew connected with them. Like the way his presence and the things that he said and the way that he said them and as vulnerable as he was and the much that he shared of himself to where these people, what comes from the heart reaches the heart. It touches the heart, right? So when
Amen.
I sit down at the table and I told him, I was like, look, man, like you got to do something. Like people listen to you. They listen to you. They want more of you. Like they need to hear. They connect with you. And it wasn't too much longer. This dude, there's people all over the planet that know who Andrew Hager is now. So I mean, now everybody gets that gift, and that's a beautiful thing.
Well, I'm blessed, and it's nothing to do with me. It's definitely God. But and I truly believe that God places people in your life during this path because, you know, from what I suffer from, it goes deeper than the alcohol and drugs. It was low self-esteem, you know, feeling that I had no purpose, that I had no worth. And when you told me, like I said, I'd been following you guys from jump because I'd heard about you guys, you know, the circuit speaking, and I got to witness you speak in person at a meeting in Lexington. I'm like, man, this guy's a beast, you know, and you know, and that's that whole thing, that therapeutic value, man, of being able to identify, man. And when you told me that day, you said, hey, man, you got a gift. I'm like, what? You know, again, because I always did, you know, you're not my higher power, nothing like that, but I looked up to you. Come on. Jesus Christ, my higher power. Quit playing. But, you know, that gave me a lot of confidence, Eric, man, just to know where you was at and just to already witness your walk matching your talk. You know what I mean? So real talk.
You're being way too kind and generous with that. But I mean, man, that it was at that time. I seen it and I was like, man, I know this guy. He's going to change things, and you have. And you know, you faced a lot of adversity through this because people don't. You know, a lot of times people don't like it when.
Gonna kill me. Well, y'all won't kill me. I just don't want to smoke crack no more. Let me in here.
When people get out and you know and do what you're doing, you know. So not only did you face that adversity, but you didn't just survive through it. You thrived through it. You know, and there's a big difference between those two things. And I also want to challenge something that you just said a little bit ago. So you said that it was, you know, I can't take any credit for this. Like, you know, this was God. And I don't disagree with that. But I'm here to tell you there's a lot of people that God or whatever, that God puts their hand on to do things, and then they don't have the courage to walk through it. So there's part of that falls on you because it's not just, you know, it is God.
You froze up.
In the big picture, it is God. But at the same time, God does what only God can do as long as I do what only I can do. So like in that way, I have to walk through that. You know, I have to walk through that and you know, and follow that calling. You know, and a lot of people don't do that. So I mean, a lot of this is you too. You know, so that's that stuff I was just talking about. You don't want to take credit for nothing. You know, that's
hey man, but no, you're right, because that fear is real, and it all stems from fear. You know, a fear of fear of failure. You know, it's not so much success. We all like success. I get that, but you know, just fear of failure and fear. You know,
my dad right on the chat.
I see Robert Poe up in this. Best see you, Poppy. I love you, boy. That's my guy right there.
He does that antiquing and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he don't mess around. He needs his own show, son. He goes everywhere buying antiques. You know what I mean? I love you, Robert. Thank you for being in here tonight. Hey, Trent. How's it going? Trent Abbott, baby, down there in Bowling Green, Kentucky. He's the real dude. He'll be speaking this year at the Blameless Children, raising his grandkids. And, you know, it's something we touch on a lot. The children, who is this guy? Y'all know this dude here?
Yeah, we know that guy.
That's Brandon, boy.
What's that thing he's got right there?
Aww.
My man.
Aww.
My man. I feel like a dad right there.
Oh, I said always.
That's heavy, ain't it?
Yeah. So
That's a
Yeah,
different-
man, it's great to watch all this unfold for you, man. And the only way we can act, like when we tried to explain this to our kids tonight, like what we were doing, like we do a lot of that, and we're gonna talk about it later on, but we do a lot of the trainings online with Zoom and stuff. So they're used to us being here. They're not used to us being here at 9 o'clock at night.
Right. I know.
That's why I was like, Andrew, the guy with the thing, tattoo. And I was like, oh yeah. And
They're
then
like, yeah, that guy. What's wrong with that dude?
so they said, so the best way we can explain it is, Andrew's pretty famous, really.
No, I'm not, bro. This is come on, man. We're not famous. Here, come on, here you go. Eric, stop. Oh no, God is good. God is good all the time. No doubt about it. These people that's on here tonight, there's 161 of y'all. If you would, please share this out. All of you one time. Even if you don't like us, share it anyway. Make us mad if you want to. Real talk. But, again, man, it's amazing for someone like us, and you have a nonprofit, Brittany, correct?
Yes, I do.
Someone like you. Is that the name of it?
That is the name of it. Someone like you. So,
I'm sorry. How'd that come about?
This is the first time I've ever talked about this, like, all together. It's a lot. I didn't know I was sharing it, Eric. But, like, but yeah, someone like you, like I had this friend, and we met in treatment, and I know, like, God works with people, and it had to be through her, because before she was introduced to my life, like, they put me in my own room because I tried to fight somebody, and I was like not trying to do that. I would go in there and be like, I believe there's this thing called addiction, and I feel bad for you guys, but I ain't got it. And I was the only one in there doing heroin because the pill mill was around. So kind of confused, they were really confused.
And so you was nutty in a squirrel turd, wasn't you, girl, wanting to beat people up and carrying on? I don't have a problem. Y'all sick people. I know that I believe in this addiction. But y'all sick. Yeah. I just do a little heroin each and every day, 24/7.
I didn't want to quit. I said if I wanted to stop, I would have. That's what I said.
Amen.
I believe that. Like, I really did. And so, like, it was like 4 months into being alone by myself in a room, this girl, she comes in and it's night, and a normal person that's not asleep at night would be like, oh, hey, like, welcome, and I was just like, ugh. And, like, I rolled over and I looked at the wall and I was like, oh my gosh, we must be full. And so she got in her bed. The next morning I wake up and it was deep clean day, right? And so we go to sleep in an hour because we're about to clean. And she woke up and I was like, what is that noise? And I hear this girl going around in a circle, and she was like, is that a stretch mark? Is that a stretch mark? And I was like, you know what? Like, you're just going to be my girl. And
right?
Like, I don't know what to do with that. So, like, she, like, broke down these walls. She taught me how to live. Like, I know how to cook because of her. I know there's this thing in the dryer now called a lint trap that if you don't take the lint out, like, it'll burn down your house.
She don't
like,
know
I was
that.
20.
I
was 20 in treatment. Like, I didn't know how to live. And, like, she helped me. And, she's my age, but, like, she helped me do that. And she, like, named my baby. Like, she's really into, like, rock. And so Keegan's middle name is Lane, after Lane Staley, because of her. The baby's dad wanted to name it Bailey, but we ended up going with Keegan because that's what me and Ashley decided,
Aww.
Yeah, so, like, she's in my life a lot.
Amen.
Over the course, this is the longest friend I've ever had. This is over the course of 10 years she was in my life. Now, she didn't get it the first, second, third. Like, she went in and out of treatment a lot. And I was following her through that process. Now, she would go missing a little bit, And so, like, I never thought that was odd. And then one time, because we would do this, everyone would call us, like, wifey in treatment. You pair up with someone, they call you wifey. And
what?
They said we fought like an old married couple.
Right. I'm with you.
It's Corbin, Kentucky.
Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Down in Big Corbin, baby. No doubt about it. Here we go, baby.
So
real quick, hold on 1 second. I want you, don't lose that. I want to know why Mary is trying to holler at Mr. Poe like this. Wait, she want to be Robert's friend. What are you doing, Mary? Mary, Sandra, how you doing? I'm glad you're here. I'm keeping an eye on you, girl. Come on, this ain't a dating site. I love you though. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
There's
There's
Steven, too.
Steven. Yeah.
Oh. So this person was very dear to you. This was your ace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In that process.
I pulled up her Facebook page because she goes missing a lot. But like I can kind of, she changes phones. You know how we do. Like we get new phones or we don't have a phone or whatever. But I would stay in contact with her over the course of 10 years. One night I was just like, you know what? I miss Ashley. And so I went to get on her Facebook and I pulled up her Facebook and I seen all these rest in peace, rest in heaven.
Oh, wow.
And I looked at the date and it had been over a month since that had happened. And like in that moment, like I just didn't believe it. Like I got up out of bed and like I just felt like I needed to run. And like I went to the closet and I just crumbled. And yeah, it was like a shock. And then I felt like a bad friend, you know?
Okay, no, share that again, and because dude, that is so real. These emotions. I mean, you did what you do, and life shows up, and we get our own families, and we get things like that, and we get to moving. But this was your girl, this was your homie, this was boom. You made that connection in treatment.
Yeah.
And then you go on her page, and you see all these RIP, rest in peace, man. That had to be devastating.
Yeah, she was pregnant too. So it was a lot, you know. And she already had babies. And so I just thought about those babies because I got to know those babies because we were in treatment together and they would come and visit and stuff. And I kept in contact with her afterwards. And it was a lot. And then to know that, like, she meant so much to me. But I found that out a month after it happened. Like, that was just, you know, we've dealt with deaths. Me and Eric have. Like,
oh, I know. Yeah. That, and again, with not just, you know, a part of your family.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what happens in this process. A lot of times you get attached to people and you grow as family, and you don't got to tell family they family. They already know they family.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Rachel's over here. What's she saying? Brittany Poe, you look beautiful.
You know,
oh, go on, Rachel. Rachel, baby. Real talk, you know, and you have, and it's a process. I've been to more funerals than I could ever think, you know, during this. And it's really sad with a sponsee of mine, Stephen Fowler, man. I never, you know, it was devastating. This is a kid that had 19 months and was getting all the blessings that it talk about, you know, and to actually find him, you know, on the floor of his apartment, me, Rachel, his mom and dad, man, it's tough. And it still is today. You know, I catch myself angry at the disease of addiction, you know, because I needed him. He was a guy that would lift me up, you know, and he could do it like no other. You know what I mean? He was that kind of guy. But anyway, thanks for letting me share. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
That led to the nonprofit.
Yeah, but like this death was, I want to explain why this death was different because we dealt with a lot. Like we had our boy Eric, like not this Eric, another Eric. And like that was really hard. But I had this network of people to get through that with. Like everyone knew him. No one knew her. Like he met her on our first date, right? Like we pulled in there. That's how much she meant to me. But like this was one that was like on my own, you know, and it was really hard. So with that, I was like, I have to do something because I couldn't stop thinking about those kids. Like I've met these kids. It's a lot. Like she has 4 babies, 3 of which went, I believe, to her mom. I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff, but I think
right.
And like I was like, someone needs to help people that, and there's a lot of help out there as long as you meet a certain financial bubble. But like someone who isn't struggling financially, but like instead of retiring has to work for 20 more years, like that's not right, you know? So that's where someone like you came. Someone like you is a name. Me and Ashley used to listen to You Somebody from Kings of Leon. She's a rock, like, you know. So like that's where that whole thing come. Like my tattoo artist drew it up. That's the logo. But
and she got the tattoo.
Yeah, I had the tattoo before the nonprofit, before I even knew that was going to be a thing. So,
Yeah.
Right. And remember?
So Ashley had the tattoo.
Well, I think it's really cool.
Ashley had a tattoo.
She had a tattoo, and it looked like a scar, and I was like, "What's that?" She's like, "That's my heart that can never be broken." And so
that's a while ago.
Yeah.
And Brittany got the tattoo. she decided to make the
Yeah.
nonprofit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Amen. That's good stuff.
Michael
Good stuff.
Cumberland.
Michael down there at Lake Cumberland Recovery doing it, man. Michael, I got to go down and visit with him last Thursday. It was amazing. Just a beautiful place, 16-bed facility. Man, it was, I mean, you could eat off the floor. It was so nice.
Beautiful place.
You know,
also I seen David Turner
where'd David Turner go?
on there. Yeah.
Where you at, David Turner? Oh, look at this dude down here. Corbin is Cliff Bass down in Corbin. I see you, Big Sugar. Sarah Chirello. Sarah Chirello, look, man. Sarah showed up at the Blameless Children last year. Just an amazing lady, man. You know, behind the scenes, you know, to support people. We love you, Sarah. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for what you do for AHL family. Hey, we need you, baby. We love you, girl. Real talk. I see my man up in here. Hey, Rex, how's it going? What else? Okay, so check this out. I thought I seen. Hold on, my bad. Shut your mouth. What's he doing? Somebody gonna report him, boy. Bradley, Hotcakes Walker, ladies and gentlemen. They're gonna report him, Bradley. Don't sweat it, player. They're gonna get him. We're gonna love you, Aaron. We're gonna love you to life, baby, not to death. Huh? Be ready. Here we come.
So, but as far as the nonprofit, so we do have something coming up, and Southland Christian Church has graciously allowed us to use their facility on Harrodsburg Road. So we're having a Battle of the Recovery Houses, first annual Battle of the Recovery Houses cornhole tournament through someone like you. So what it's going to be is it's $40 to register on the website. So you sign up in teams, and so we're going to take all the teams that we have, all the registration that we have, and it's going to be split the pot to the winner. So the winning team gets to split the pot. We have like a big Stanley Cup type trophy that's going to go to the winning team's sober living house. So that actually goes to the sober living house, not to the individuals, and then 2 individual trophies. And then
now the Stanley Cup trophy that goes to now it's kind of like the Governor's Cup here in Kentucky. Am I correct? So you got this prestige for that year. Hey, we won. Absolutely. So you hold that trophy, then you put it up like the championship belt.
Yeah.
You have to come back and defend it. So we're somebody trying to go Chicago Bulls up in here. You know what I mean? Go back to back 3-peat. Not Bradley Walker, but the 3-peat.
Hey man, Bradley's my guy. You know, and it's amazing, like we talked about, and that came through your lineup, man. Me and Bradley, we had our differences early on in this thing, but when it came down, man, when it came crunch time, when I thought, you know, the world was against me, that man stood in my corner, and I'll forever be grateful for that man. I'm gonna stop this cotton. I'm just getting ready to start crying. I love you, Bradley. Hold me, brother. I love you, boy. That's my guy, man.
From the beginning, Bradley always loved you, man. I know that for absolute certain.
I mean, no, man. And it's just like, you know, for real, because I thought all along, and these are, you know, and it's the evil committee coming at you, and God works through people. There's no doubt about that. So does that evil committee. It works through people when they, you know, closed-minded, honesty, open-minded, and willingness. The 3 essentials, the 3 indispensables. You better recognize that open-mindedness is in there for a reason. Get your mind open. Quit being shut down like that. I'm tired of y'all already. But I love you, Bradley. Thank you for allowing me to share. Keep coming back, boy. But no, real talk. So
on top of the split the pot, what we have is all the other proceeds from this function. Everything else is going to go to families, like what Brittany was talking about. So someone like you, the whole goal of this of the organization is to assist families that have been separated by substance use with non-traditional support. So, and what that means is not really basic needs, but like if a family that has been dealing with substance use and has been separated, and, you know, like if somebody's been to prison, or if somebody's had an untimely passing, or if someone's otherwise absconded from the family, we will go in and maybe provide that family with a vacation. Or we will provide, you know, if they have a child that needs a birthday, we're going to throw them an epic birthday party, start a college fund, school clothes, Halloween costumes. So all the stuff that you can't go to like the Department of Family and Children's Services for, like we're going to try that. That's our goal. So, you know, so all the proceeds from that event are going to go towards the families.
Amen. You know, and it's so real. You said something real profound earlier, you know, like the part we talk about the trauma in childhood, why wouldn't you said something because I mean you're a poet and don't know it. Eric Peasy for Cheesy, my man Epo up in here, y'all better recognize. And try to remember what you said, like the significance of these blessings, the good memories instilled in these children. I was in Big Brothers and Big Sisters as a little boy. I have some good memories there.
Right.
The first time I went to a UK game, the first time I saw the Harlem Globetrotters, I had a big brother. His name was Jeff. It worked at WVLK. The first time I ever got to go swimming, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I remember these good things, bro. That
Talking about. So like the things that we're providing, through someone like you is the it's the things that really that really provide normalcy to a family.
there it was.
Everybody should have basic needs, right?
Normalcy. Say it again. I can't say it right. Normal. How you say it?
Normalcy.
There it is. What he said. Jordan Winchester. Hey, buddy. Oh, real quick. Let me, Jordan. I'll be with Jordan Winchester tomorrow. Down in Hazard, baby. Woo, Lord, down in Hazard. That's a 2.5-hour drive, Jordan. What are we gonna do down there, son? Hickory Hills, baby. Woo, Hickory Hills. Thank you. I'm truly honored, truly blessed. Jordan helped me out a lot this week with some stuff we had going on. And man, and it's that unity once more. I look forward to meeting you tomorrow, Jordan. So, but go on with that normalcy. How you say it?
Yeah. So I mean, what we're trying to provide is the things that really bring about normalcy in a family's life. So, basic needs isn't enough. So, when they're able to, when they've been going through, because we all know, man, as people that if you're somebody that suffered from, a substance use disorder, or if you have a substance use diagnosis, that nobody knows better than us, other than our families, what kind of impact that has on our families. So these people are struggling and suffering through those times just like we are. And so, being able to provide a family with a vacation, or being able to provide them with the assistance that they need with school clothes, or whatever it may be, like these are the things that really bring about normalcy. These are the things that children are going to remember. Like you said, like you're going to remember that birthday party, right?
Yeah.
You're going to remember that shopping spree. You're going to remember that vacation. Like those are the memories that will really hold a childhood together. And and not just for children, for parents, and being able to know, like, if you desperately wanted to take this trip, but now if you're a parent to where the other parent is in prison, or the other parent is, God forbid, passed away or something to that effect, now you're playing the role of two, and that means that the money isn't what it should be, right? So if you get handed, here's your reservation, here's the airplane ticket. This, all you have to do is get on the plane. All you have to do is get there, or maybe even a rental car. That, all these sorts of things. So, or just being able to knock on somebody's door one day and say, hey, here's the bank slips for this college fund. I mean, that these are the things that are really going to change, people's lives. And, that's the goal with this, is to kind of counteract some of the voids in families' lives when they went through all this type of struggle. So.
Amen. Good stuff. Y'all know this guy here, Carlton Z, baby. Mr. Robinson up here. I had to call Carlton. He made me look at some things. He made me look at some jealousy and all that. I love you, Mr. Carlton. My God, dude. Again, God putting these people in your life, and with Carlton.
What's his middle name?
Huh?
Carlton.
You have to call him after it's over. But when God placed Carlton in my life, it was like, whoa, because he was telling me about myself, and I don't want to hear about myself. But I love you, Carlton. You know that, man. I want to take Carlton out to a nice dinner, just me and him.
Is it Zeke?
Huh?
Is it Zeke?
Oh my gosh, get off the
I can't.
It's me, man. What's Carlton? Don't buy into that, Carlton. Bambi Adams up in there. We love you, Bambi. So for real, man, like with what you guys are doing with this training now, bro, how awesome is that?
Right. Yeah, man. It's
explain, because I think in Florida they call it a recovery coach.
Yeah, we
call it peer support.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was a big thing because, like, I look at peer support in this way. It's marvelous and miraculous things happen, in our fellowships and in like mental health support groups and stuff like this. But the problem is that, most people don't find those places. you know. So it's bringing the miracles that happen, you know, in those areas and bringing it out into the mainstream, reaching people that, you know, that otherwise wouldn't be reached. So I mean, and peer support does a lot, man. It's you know, it's a billable service. You know, it takes people like us that my history, you know, before 2008 would not be indicative of me getting any type of position that means anything in my life, right? So that's a stigma that also through the training center, which is our peer support company, you know, that's another thing that we do is education, because like, you know, we're kind of behind the 8 ball, but peer support makes what would otherwise be a liability in somebody's life into an asset. Like you can't teach what we have as peer supporters. You can't teach what we have as somebody with lived experience in mental health or substance use. So, you know, so we think it's a great thing, man. And I think that, you know, it's in its infancy here in the state, but as time goes along, it's going to be you know, I really do think that it has, being that it's billable and it brings some credibility to individuals that know what it's like. Peer support is something that where you can say, rather than say, hey, as a therapist or as a doctor or whatever, say, hey, this is what you should do. Peer support allows you to say, you know, let's go do this together. And peer support allows empathy. And if you have a bunch of people in a treatment team, there's only one, and a peer supporter's there, there's only one person that really knows what it's like to be in those trenches. And that's what peer support is. You know, we can say, hey, we know what it's like to be treated. We know what it's like to have this condition. So
peer support's like one of those things, like you never thought, it's like full circle. Like you never thought this part of your life would be an asset, but like it indeed is an asset, and you can connect with that right person. Like I've never talked about foster care in my story ever, but now I get these clients that have went through foster care, and because I've been there, like they can get immediate rapport. And if you have immediate rapport, you have immediate help.
No, that's so important. You know, again, that therapeutic value of been there, walked in those shoes, and do it and share that hope. You know, just you know, and that's what it's about.
So
but, again, finding that purpose.
We had like, you know, when all this COVID stuff happened, we had 3 trainings that were scheduled, and you know, we just had to shut them down. Thankfully, the state allowed us. We contacted the state. They allow us to do it via Zoom. So, you know, if anybody is wanting to get certified as a peer supporter, then all you really have to do, for us anyway, is just get on our website. It's thetrainingctr.com, and you go to the course and course registration. Get on there. The whole thing is online, so you can do the application, you can do the reference form, and you can submit the payment. All right on the page there. So it's a real simple process. Our next one right now, we're taking a little vacation from it because we've been doing it every single weekend since all this started. So our next one right now is slated for August. There may be an opportunity to have one in July, but right now it's going to be in August. But yeah, we have plenty of room in that training. We're in the middle of a training right now, so we split it up into weekends. So most of everybody else that does peer support training in the state, they do it Monday through Friday. You have to come to them. You know what I mean? Like if you do it with a brick and mortar place, you got to go to them and all that. So we wanted to solve some problems. I watched enough Shark Tank, Andrew, to know that if you're going to create something, you got to solve a problem, right?
You got to solve the problem. It's going to be a problem.
So
I missed my man in here. Hold on. Where you at, Steven? Real quick. So Angela Perry Pollard, yeah, just reach out. Ben should be putting the link in there. You know, for the website, and like Eric just explained to you, easy. Hit Eric, you know, or Brittany up. Hit the website up, man. Let's get busy. Definitely. Real talk. I see you up in here, boy. My man Stephen Q. I'm proud of you. I love you, boy. They are great instructors. Indeed, they are. They've been doing it. Real talk. What the car? Oh, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even out my ear. Somebody hold me. That's my guy. What's hard, Carlton? What happened? Y'all better not be.
Yeah, he still didn't tell me his middle name.
Oh, right. Okay, Rachel, you know what to do. You know, reach out. Like, you know, what are you doing? Are you in the living room, Rachel? I'm in Jayla's room, y'all.
CEU classes.
Yes,
if you have a peer support certification, what they won't tell you is you need 6 CEUs a year in order to keep that. They didn't tell me that. I had to retake it all over again. So be sure you get that.
Whoa, they told you had to redo it because you didn't
do the whole thing. Send it a whole another week. Yeah.
So yeah,
I'd have fell out and been like, what?
started doing the training center stuff, we wanted to solve 3 problems. One is it was, a lot of places charge $300 to $500 to get trained, and they have it Monday.
Nikki just commented. Nikki just got done sharing her story, and that's going to be up on Someone Like You July 1st. We didn't.
Oh, wow. Good deal. Good deal.
Did an amazing job. I'm working on making it look as amazing as she did. So give me until July.
Nikki's
1st.
the only person I don't want to follow on when I'm speaking. I don't ever want to follow.
Guilty? I gotta peep this.
Yeah, for real. So it's expensive. Other places they have it Monday through Friday, which is if you work, it's almost impossible to get 5 days off in a row. And then it's difficult to get places. For instance, if you live in Corbin and you're taking it in Lexington, under normal circumstances anyway, not during COVID, but under normal circumstances, you'd have to pay the ridiculous amount, and then you'd have to either drive back and forth every day, or you have to either get there and get a hotel room. So now a training for $300 becomes, $500, $600, $700. So what we did is we made it to where like the people get to decide when it is the training is. So most people, it's on weekends or, so we have it back-to-back weekends, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or we, whatever, we have different schedules to fit everybody's schedule. And it's only $200. So it's the lowest price point, around. Barring any type of scholarship. So yeah, we're excited about it, man. We want to get as many people, obviously, because we do this training, but we want to get as many people out into the industry as possible. That way we want a peer support anywhere providing services. We want a peer supporter in it because we believe that that what we bring, what we have as peer supporters can't be taught. You could take, I don't care. If you take eight years of school, do whatever you can, you do not know what it's like to be in those shoes. You do not, as a peer supporter, you do. You can't teach that experience to somebody. You have to actually go through it. So when we have people like that in our institutions that are providing mental health services or substance use services, their experience is unparalleled. They bring something that no one else can bring to the table.
Someone commented on the Paris sign.
Oh yeah.
We told you.
Who did? Dude, we talked to Catherine Morris. That's my people from Oklahoma. Catherine's been here from day one. She's a major asset to everything we do here at AHL. Family off the jump. She drives every year to Blainville Children from Oklahoma, brings her mother. Just definitely, man, a servant's heart, no doubt about it. Wonderful woman. But you're going to quit wrecking on me about the Paris sign. I'm in Jayla's room. Me and Eric done talked about that. He wanted me to move it down. Look here, man. Come on, y'all. Let me live, y'all. Oh, real talk. Here we go. Beth Browser in the house. I'm glad you're here. Robert Poe, he's still hanging on with us, my man. What did Robert say about you guys? Proud of all of you for what you do. Love you guys. We love you. Man, your dad is cool as a fan, though. I first met him at Recovery Works. So anyway, and he comes in, we're it happens. But it was so cool, man. Just to meet him, just down to earth, easy going, wonderful dude. Margaret Cotton.
Was that
my grandma loved him.
Yeah,
my grandma loved you.
So here's the thing about you is that whenever we have somebody reach out to us that needs the help, I can with no reservations. I know if I get a hold of Andrew, I know he's going to take care. He's going to be on it right now. He's going to get that person help, get that person in, no matter what their situation is, and he won't stop, even if it means he has to get up out of bed at midnight and go take somebody somewhere. So I just want to say that if I have somebody reaches out to me, like Andrew's the guy, because I know that he's going to take care of that person.
Well, and you played a big part in that. You taught me well. I was blessed, and I got that blessing of getting to watch you work and learn some things. I'm teachable. You know what I'm saying? And you learn something new every day if you just be open-minded. Real quick, I got to make an apology to a very dear friend of mine, Margaret Cotton. Margaret called me twice yesterday. I had every intention, Margaret, of calling you back. Yeah, so that just killed everything Eric said. But Margaret's got about 7 months now. Well, and Margaret, Margaret has been, she's been a part of the Blameless Children again from day one. Uh, Margaret brings a lot to the table, man. Definitely an asset that, just amazing what she does, man. I love you, Margaret, and I'm look, I'll get better. Hear me? I can justify it and tell you how busy I was, and you know what I mean. You quit FaceTime me though. That's weird, girl. I
That's
love you, Margaret.
something you're doing, bro. This isn't something you clock out to.
Right, you don't, and you don't, and that's the thing, I mean, I didn't clock out when I was on dope, 24/7 running and gunning. And I know, man, that pain, that shame, that guilt, man, in between your ears, man, and not wanting to live, man. And this, you could be somebody's hope shot, you know what I mean? And when they say they're willing, you have to have a place to put them right then and there, because if you don't, somebody could show up that, hey man, can you get me some dope? Well, I'll let out the window if I'm getting one more. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and that same thing's true once somebody gets there too. So we have a lot of these, a lot of situations, man, where you talk about that window right there that you just said. Like if somebody wants to help, like somebody's got to be there, because that's a fickle situation. And so in that situation, once the same thing applies when somebody gets into a recovery process, because eventually. If we don't get on them and get them into a process of recovery, then before long that misery creeps back in, and then they're right back in the same situation they were. So, I just want to tell everybody, man, don't let anybody tell you how quick or how slow you can get well, because recovery is possible now. Like my God's big enough to don't put a box on my God, right?
Don't put him in a box now.
At the end of the day, bro, like if I do what only I can do, God's gonna do what only God can do. So we can get well. We can get well now, and don't let anybody try to slow your spiritual progress, man. Because it's I've watched it. Like I've had guys come to me in this process that's did it all these other ways, and they've been in and out for years. And then they get on it. They get on the work. They do it urgently. They do it thoroughly. And there's dozens of these guys walking around still, in spite of what people said that they would do. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people burn bread on these guys, man, and they're all still out here, and they're not just surviving; they're thriving.
Thriving, baby. We're gonna move forward up in this piece right here. My man Ben just put the website link. That is the website link for the training, guys, and it'll be in the comments. So anybody that is willing and ready, do something different, because you do have worth, you do have purpose, and that, again, man, you have the ability for that little girl that's still stuck over there, that's putting a needle in her arm, that's smoking crack. It is your duty to go out here and carry the message and help that person, man. And why wouldn't you jump in there and get that training, huh? Come on, talk to me. Who we got on here? Robin Blevins. I missed you. Where'd you go, Robin? Oh, shut the front door. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Deputy Sheriff from Boone County, baby. Woo, woo. Pikeville's finest, Teddy Milton.
Too big. Teddy's too big, man.
Teddy's a big old boy. Dude, he was down there chasing Hulk Hogan around the other day in Florida.
Look, if Teddy pulled me over, dog, I would just get out of the car and get flat on my belly every time. He is too big to be doing that damn job.
Plus, dude, he come at you all crazy when he first pull you over. He's soft as cotton, for real. But he come at you all hard, and you scared to death. Oh, Lord. Yes, sir. No, sir. What do you need, sir? Oh, don't. It's crazy. Teddy's my guy, man. Again, I talk about it, how God put people in your life. Teddy is definitely, we do everything, man. I talk to Teddy every day. He's been a true blessing, again, man. Teddy's my dude, bro. Teddy's my dude, boy. I wish somebody would say something crazy. I'll call Teddy. Don't think I won't. Come on. Talk to me, Rex. Well, So, for real. So, we got the cornhole tournament going.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big deal, for like, and you got all kinds of people willing, dude. Can you imagine? It's going to get crazy in there, the competition.
Hey, look. So, Steven.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Yeah, so, or no, is his last name Cuban?
Yeah.
The dude that sings.
Oh, Stephen Jewell from London. Yeah, Stephen Jewell, he's going to be singing to Blameless Children.
Look, Steven claims that he's entered 3 cornhole tournaments and he's never lost one of them. He's been the champion at every one of them.
Is he at
Oh Lord.
He's down in London.
Oh, Hilton House said they're taking it.
Yeah, Hilton House been talking all kinds of crazy.
They're making
stuff.
a trophy case.
Yeah,
Hilton House already getting a trophy case to get out.
yeah, they're out there.
Oh,
Hilton,
always, yeah, they got some confidence. I'll tell you.
still though, Isaiah House, they're gonna bring a lot of people. Shepherd bring a lot of people. So,
What about Primary Purpose Sober Living for Men? Are they in it?
Johnny Allen ain't about nothing.
He ain't gonna get in it. Johnny's a good dude. I love Johnny. That's my guy.
I called Johnny for 2 weeks. He ain't never answered the phone one time.
Well, he's been busy. He took all his guys on a camping trip last week.
I've been busy too.
Well, they were in Frankfurt yesterday around Elkhorn Creek picking up trash and stuff. I got to give it to him, for real. He was down there giving back. Hey, man, you gonna quit hating on my people, man.
Johnny Allen don't even pick up his trash, dog.
Oh, what happened here? Let's get out of here. Uh-oh. Where we at? Okay. Here's your buddy. What's this guy? Are you going to be
Look at that baby.
Are you going to be how about that? Now which house is this? Are they going to be in the tournament?
Yeah, I hope so.
Good.
But we got teams coming from Louisville. We got teams coming from Southern Kentucky. We got teams coming from a lot of places. So
I'm rooting for the boys over in London and Corbin or something. You know what I mean?
Look,
I'm kidding. I don't get involved in politics or man's religion. Hit me up. Come on.
I don't put everybody on notice. I said, look, these dudes from the country, they're tough at this cornhole, man.
Right. Yeah, they ain't messing around. I mean, they grew up playing horseshoes, and y'all put a beanbag on horseshoes. Got real. I guess it got dangerous. I don't know what happened. Is that a thing of the past?
People don't do it. It's too heavy. That's what you
Started knocking each other's brains out with them. Come on, man.
Everything and start throwing horseshoes around. That don't sound like a good idea. Sounds very dangerous.
It does. Real quick, who we got? Brandon's hanging in there with. I love you, Brandon. There he is. This is why I love that dude, Eric Poe. Oh, he loves you, Eric. How about that?
I love him too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not free.
And look, when you was talking about that earlier about having that, like, when you first get in and you want to, like you getting somebody in and all this, like I was somebody that, I've heard a lot of people say things like, I earned my chair in treatment, or I earned my chair in the rooms, or all this other kind of stuff. Well, I don't know who you were using dope with, if you or what kind of mentality you had, but I wasn't somebody that was out there shooting dope and doing drugs and saying all this and being like, you know what? If I do these drugs, if I do enough of these drugs, I'm going to end up in treatment one day, or I'm going to end up in AA one day, or I'm going to end up in NA one day. I got there in spite of me. I did everything I possibly could to not end up in treatment and not end up in a fellowship, So, and you said this earlier, Andrew, like now that I have an obligation. What's wrong?
You can't filter him when he's live, Andrew. I'm just telling you.
No, I'm sorry. Real quick, dude. Samantha Riddle is going to be singing at the Blameless Children this year.
Okay.
Bro, I'm so hype about this. She's been working on some things, man. I'm just hype, man.
You interrupted my story to tell me.
I'm sorry. Samantha, I just get hype. Okay, go ahead. What's your story? I'm sorry.
I was just saying, man, that like, you were talking about an obligation and a responsibility. Like I got here in spite of me. Like I'm sitting here today in spite of my best efforts not to be here. Right. So if that's the case, like my life was spared and I had nothing to do with it for real. Like I got here when I didn't want to get here. So definitely I have an obligation. I have a responsibility to make sure that I get out here, and do what I need to do and make sure that people know about recovery. And that's the thing, man. Like we've been so scared to tell people about recovery. What we have to do is change the narrative about recovery, because we need to tell people that, like, recovery is part of this. Is people slip, people fall, but that doesn't mean the recovery process is flawed, right? That just means that it's inherent in recovery for this to happen. So, like, if you get out here, or me, or anybody gets out here, and something happens that they return to a state that they were in, that doesn't mean recovery's wrong. And we have to change the narrative about society, because 7 years ago, 8 years ago, the problem was there wasn't enough resources for treatment. That's
right.
That's not a problem anymore. Like there's plenty of it. There's guys like you out here advocating for it every single day. The problem is changing society now, because what happens is we got all these people coming into treatment. They're getting well, right? They're getting on the other side of the fence. But when they get out here and they try to get a job, or they try to join a church, or they try to do all these other things, like the stigma's still there. So part of what we're doing at the training center, and part of what you do, and part of what we do on this side of the fence, is educate the public, educate society about what recovery is and what recovery isn't. And then that way they don't look at a failure as a wholesale condemnation about recovery in general. We got to change that conversation, change that narrative, let people know failure, like people do slip, but that doesn't mean recovery's flawed. That doesn't mean our programs are flawed, right?
Right.
And get out there and show these individuals that like we are some of the most high aptitude and most resourceful and hardest working people on the planet. Look, I got high every single day with no money, no car, and no phone. Like, I got as high as I wanted to get, right? I'm resourceful, and everybody like us, we're resourceful people. So like these people are great in the workforce, but we have to give them the tools, give them the training, give them the things that they need once they get out of treatment, and start to change the conversation about people in recovery and people in mental health recovery as well. It's the same thing.
Same stuff, huh?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Children, we're going to Blameless Children.
Yeah.
You better be. Y'all got a table set up. Y'all better be there. I need you. And don't be surprised if I shove a mic in y'all's face. Give us some hope, pose. Got the pose up in here. Y'all better recognize. Amen. Hallelujah.
Bro, I expect that from you. Yeah, I expect you to just come over and be like, hey, man, you're up next.
No, with the first one, that's what I did to him, Brittany. He's just over there and, he's chillaxing and enjoying himself. And next we have the one, the only baby. Whoop, whoop, Egg, Piesel for Cheezel, Egg, pull up in the piece.
Exactly how he does it. That's how he tells me. He said, come on to the you're not going to speak. You're not going to speak. And the next thing you know, hey, man, you're okay.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. But again, man, you've instilled so much in people and gave them hope, man. You spent all that time there. That 5.5, 6 years, man, teaching classes, and you're a great facilitator. You and Brittany, both. I mean, dude, just the hope that you bring and still purpose in people and let them know they can make it out. Hell has an exit, right? You got to put the work in, man. And I was thinking about something. I shared this. I'm going to do a video about it. I like, because these babies, man, this trauma that we cause, and, a baby shouldn't have to worry if their parents have eaten, if their parents have shelter, if their parents are dead or alive due to addiction or alcoholism. A baby's not supposed to have that going on, man, and that's why I've touched so hard, with my son Jordan. Of course, he's a grown man now, but when he was 5, asking, why don't I love him? That's deep, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Dixie, how you doing? Dixon, I'm sorry. Dixon Curry. I'm watching for you, lady. Talk to me. What you, so, and people, I've seen some comments, people asking, Rex wanted to know where the event, where the cornhole tournament's going to be. Actually, the cornhole tournament is, oh, dang, come on, girl. You ain't called. You messaged me. I love you. Wow, they're killing me right now. Oh God, yeah. But no,
10 minutes ago. Just say no.
Yeah, right. It was 10 minutes ago. So, Rex wanted to know it's going to be at South and Christian on Harrisburg Road.
Harrisburg, yeah, it's going to be outside. We're going to have a food truck. So we're trying to get Kona Ice. We have we have a food truck that's going to serve like Mexican type food. So that's going to be good. Our daughters are going to be selling baked goods and all that kind of stuff at the spot. So, yeah. So we're always looking for right now we're in the process of trying to find corporate sponsorship for things. So the more we get as far as our expenses is concerned, the more help that we get, the more we can give to the families at the end. So we've had Integrated Home Design has donated our trophies. Edgewater Recovery in Moorhead, Kentucky. That's John David. We partner up on everything we do. He does, all that kind of stuff. We do peer support training for their people. They have a great program out there. They don't have men and women sleeping in the same houses and all that type crazy stuff. So they have a good program down there. And John David's heart, man, is they're about their business down there. We have Optimal Living Services. That's Rich. That they're a sponsor for us. And actually, Rob Perez, Deviate Kitchen, they're going to be doing some things for us too. So we're partnering up on that. And Rob's big on the education stuff that I was talking about earlier. Like, this guy is like, he's very passionate about getting the word out. He's a second chance employer with Deviate, with Saul Good. So he's big about, and we're going to start trying some initiatives with this to try to, go out, educate, let employers know that we could be the best in the workforce, people coming out of our situation. So trying to change that dialogue and change that stigma.
Amen. Check it out real quick. Each and every one. We got 86 on there popping. Share it out again if you haven't shared it, or share it again anyway. If you guys would, we got 91. Check it out. Hashtag get off me devil. If you would throw that in the comments, I'd appreciate it. Just get off me devil. The evil committee in between your ears, boy. Don't let it win. Oh, get off me devil. Real talk. Oh, we here for you. Oh,
hey, you say, like, can you do this?
Oh, what happened to my thing?
Andrew,
I don't know what happened. Hold on.
It's still showing live over here.
Are we still live? I don't know what just happened. Oh, I must have done something wrong. I done messed my banner up. I don't know what's going on. It changed colors. I'm freaking out. Yeah, get off me, devil, y'all. Let me get in these comments. Oh, what happened? Hold on. Let me see what I done wrong. Uh-oh, banners. What happened? Oh, Lord have mercy. Are we there?
Yeah, it's still on. We're still live.
What the peanut? What the peanut? Are the comments? Hey, y'all send me some hearts up if we still live. I don't know what I just done. It looks like we moving. What did I do, y'all? Oh, woo, that was a close one. Freaked me out a little bit. Oh, Jesus. Somebody hold me. Oh my gosh. Dude, so this is a big deal. Somebody gonna win this big trophy. Boy, you talking about bragging rights. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Hey man, I hope a fight don't break out. We're gonna have security.
Yeah, so we're gonna have actually there's a lot of college students. Verizon has, I think it's Verizon.
Yeah.
Ben can put it in the chat if it's not, but Verizon has this thing where they have they have this volunteer hours. So so they're actually sending 10 people out to us to be able for volunteers. So we're going to put these people officiating and keeping score of the cornhole games. So that way we have there's some
accountability. If there's a fight, it's going to be with them.
Yeah, and Andrew's emceeing this thing.
Yes, I'm hype about that. I'm ready to MC this spot. So we need security in case somebody gets out of hand. Teddy will be here. I'm going to get Teddy in there.
Yeah, there we go. Have him in full uniform. No, don't have him in full uniform.
Mike Cottle. I'll get Mike down there. You hear me?
Yeah,
I know, Mike. You don't got to tell everybody, though. Huh?
He's Sheriff's Department here in Scott County, right?
Yeah, Deputy Sheriff Mike Cottle, man. Just a good dude, and about helping others, man. Helped himself. Destiny Miller, I'm glad you're here.
I know her.
Yeah, Destiny.
Yeah, you know her. No,
I know a lot of people. It's hard to keep them all straight.
Yeah, but I know her. I know a lot of people, but she was a standout.
Yeah, good deal. Listen, did y'all hashtag get off me devil for me? We've been on here 59 minutes almost. Again, if you haven't shared it out, share it out. We got a few more minutes to go, or we'll stay on here all night. The kids are in bed. Jayla wants her room though. Remember? So Brittany with the nonprofit, and I'm hoping Ben put the pages under the links. If you guys would go like and follow the page, Brittany's page. I done got sidetracked.
Yeah, we have the Someone Like You Facebook page. We have a training center Facebook page too. So
Ben will be putting it down there, I think.
Maybe if he's still there.
Ben done. I don't know what happened to him. Well done, guy. Oh wow. So yeah, thank you, Mike Deweese. We're glad you're here. Donna Martin in the house. For real, man, just what you guys bring to the table, instilling life in people, just giving them that, walk through some fear, man, being there. Is Bradley still on there? Oh, it's Brandon. Brandon don't mess around. Thank you, Brandon. Brandon's doing it. So what's our next move? What's our next step?
Well, so one of the things that we're going to try to do with the training center is next year we have tentatively slated. We're going to start the Kentucky Association of Peer Support Specialists. So so basically, it's going to bring an opportunity for peer supporters all across the state to come and meet together, talk about their collective experiences. We're going to have workshops. It's going to count for CU hours. But more than that, what we're going to try to do is to build some sort of board and accountability for peer support specialists in the state and the companies that utilize peer support to make sure that their peer supporters are actually doing what they need to be doing, and they're having them do what they need to be doing. So there's some sort of checks and balances, and we keep the integrity of peer support because it is a new thing. So we need to make sure that in these crucial first years that it's really starting to grow, because we've almost did like 250 peer supporters that we've trained since we began. So, I mean, but there's a lot of people getting certified. There's a lot of other organizations that do it, but make sure that the people that are utilizing peer support, that these peer supporters are actually doing what it is that they need to be doing.
Andrew, you're going to have to tell him to stop talking or he's going to be on here until midnight.
Right. I see that. It's all good, though. That's a good thing. Yeah, okay, back real quick. So Rex Fowler has Blameless Children T-shirts for sale. It helps. What it does is it helps us do what we do. We do a couple different things with our nonprofit, which is Heart Ministries, helping every addict recover together, and the Blameless Children event. So if you want T-shirts, message Rex Fowler. There he is up there. He told me to mention, thank you, Rex, for having me mention the T-shirts. We have the front, of course, says the Blameless Children with the logo on the back. It says bring hope. Bring joy, not pain. Turn Jesus up. No doubt about it. You can't have a ministry without Jesus. Hallelujah. Amen. So check it out, man. We have different colors and all that good stuff. I hope you get one. Hey, Timothy Hurd up in here. What's up? Oh, man, you know me, just hanging out like a hair on a biscuit. Talk to me. Skylar, how's it going? Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh, there she is. She helps us with the training center. She's one of our girls.
Oh, awesome. And that's it though, early with that, I'll go back to it real quick and I'll make it brief. Just that confidence that you had in me, seeing something in me I didn't see, again, letting fear run all through me without, you know what I mean? And I thank you for that, Eric. And I thank you that, we got to spend the time we did together and I got to learn some things, to better myself, and that's what we do today. We take suggestions.
Well, that's what's so beautiful about this, man, is that, over the years, I've had a lot of people come up and be like, man, like the classes and if I didn't sit in the classes, then I wouldn't be where I'm at and all this other kind of stuff. And I don't ever feel that way. You know what I mean? But what these people don't realize is that the same way, like you just said, that like those people sitting in those classes and watching those people grow, and it instills hope in us, right? I'm sure you have the same sort of thing. Like these people that you watch, these people that say, man, I've drawn so much inspiration from you. Like you've drawn inspiration from them. It's a two-way street. You know what I mean? Like there's, we draw strength from each other. It's not necessarily like, and the hit is that somebody was here to do the same thing for me when I first got here. You know what I mean? So we have to take it all the way back, man. And thank God for that.
Man.
He told me to get in some literature. And he said, do what's in the literature. If it's not in the literature, it's somebody's opinion. You know what I mean? And thank God for that. So,
amen. Get in that literature. Boy. I see Leanne Walsh up in there. I'm glad you're here. I ain't seen you for a minute. I'm glad you stopped in with a Scott. There's your people again. Ready to get to work. See, and that's it, man. To have purpose. Oh, look here who's in here, boy. Look here, boy. Montgomery County's finest, baby. Go check out my man Tony down there in Mount Sterling, Montgomery County Recovery. Got a page called Montgomery. Montgomery County. Hello, come back. It's good. Okay, I'm kidding. I got Tony, his before picture, bro, and I've seen him, man. They put on an event down there last year. Great event, amazing event. I got his before picture the other day. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Mine wasn't no Academy Award winner either, but just to see, man, that hope, you know what I mean? Yeah. To really be doing this, man. I'm proud of that dude, man. I'm grateful. honored to call that dude my friend today. You know what I mean?
Jason down there in, where's he from? Is it Corbin or London?
Smallwood. He's down there in Corbin, boy. Dude, his mother, bro. His mother was in the comments and she dropped the mic, bro. It was so real. But yeah, another one, Jason Smallwood over here in Kentucky, baby Corbin.
Years younger now than he did when those pictures were taken.
It was amazing, dude. Just and to see where he's at today, giving back, man. For purpose, work.
He's doing the thing down there. He's helping. He's giving people a place to live through like some sober living and stuff down there, man. You know.
No doubt, no doubt. I got my boy Cliff Bass, you know, and he's over there at Cumberland Recovery, man. He took your guys' training. It's just amazing to watch him, you know, from day one and seeing him and not thinking he was going to show up to the treatment center. He calls after they released him from the jail. Oh, I don't have all my meds. We got to drive back to Lawrenceburg to get my mom's. Oh, here we go. You know what I mean? But he went, you know, and he was being honest, and where he's at today is just amazing to watch him flourish. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, what's Kathy talking? What are you talking about, Catherine? I'm the bomb girl. Look, Catherine, you the bomb. Oh, stop it. Yes, glory be to God. No doubt about that, Jason Smallwood, man. Glory be to God. We're vessels here, no doubt. So what you got, Brittany? Give us something good.
I mean, I don't have anything. Eric said everything. You know, I don't ever get a word in. And anybody that's had the training can vouch for that. I have to cut him off.
He lies.
But you know, like, okay, real quick, because let's do 3 more minutes, you guys, for real. If brand new in recovery, because we got to watch what people suffer from. You know what I mean? We got to watch what they suffer from and realize, you know, what's going on upstairs, that kind of thing. What would you tell that girl, by the grace of God, right, made it into treatment or made it into the rooms? What would be some words you would do to encourage her to stay?
I don't think there's words that can encourage someone to stay. I think it's showing up, like the consistency. And Pierce Port offers that. Like, I have the ability to be there with someone in any stage that they're at. So just be like, I can't leave it on me to say something. I have to show. Like, it takes more than words. We've been talked to so much, and like, we know how to talk if we've made it there, obviously. So it would just be showing. Like, you have to show people anymore.
I think I heard. I think it may have been Carlton. The first time I heard this, or no, it might have been Brian. But one of these. At some point, I heard somebody say, "A mouth will say anything."
I love that. No, and Brittany's right. You know, it's all about action, because I've heard them share like Shakespeare, and then I come outside, I'm like, wow, where'd the guy that was sharing in there go to? What's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
When I came through treatment, like, you know, I came through AA, you know what I mean? And like, and you know, and then, you know, went to NA, did all this other kind of stuff. And I thought that, you know, I thought that 12-step stuff, I thought it was like, it saved my life without a doubt. But I didn't only think it was the best way to do it. I also thought it was like the only way to do it.
James.
So at the end of the day, like, you know, I've done a lot. I've went around a lot of people. I've seen that there's other ways to do this. And, you know, so when there's a lot of cognitive dissonance in seeing a lot of people recover in different ways and then still saying there's only one way to do it. So I would just tell somebody, man, to find your path. Find your path. You know what I mean? What's going to work? What's going to be best for you? Because I've made a lot of mistakes in the process. I've been closed-minded a lot. I've done those things, but you know, one of the things that Pierce Port brought to me, man, was it opened my eyes to a lot of different ways. I will still say this: if you're going to take this route, that route, this route, whatever it is, do what the book tells you to do. Do what the directions tell you to do. And I always tell people, man, if somebody says something to you in a recovery process, and you ask them, hey, man, can you show me where this is at in the book? If they don't want to grab that book, you probably ought to stay away from them. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's not there, man, it's something that you would have subtracted to it, right?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the biggest thing. Find somebody that in that process, whatever process that is.
And that could be a therapist. That could be
absolutely
a psychiatrist. That could be whatever it is that you want it to be.
For sure.
Right. Well, it's just like, and again, like you said, if it's not in the scripture, if it ain't in the red letters, it's an opinion, not a fact. Holla back. Here we go. Rocky, I see you, boy. Getting ready to hit that old 6-piece, boy. September the 7th. Rocky gonna have that old 6-piece together. Thank you. Andy Wells up in here. I'm glad you're here. Look, I love you guys, man. We got to do it. I'm excited about the cornhole tournament. You guys reach out if you're in sober living and you have a sober living or whatnot halfway. Hit Eric up, hit Brittany up. Get into this, baby. The Governor's Cup, baby. Woo-hoo! Look it now. I love that though. You know what I mean? That's heavy. We get. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Uh-oh. Shout out to my man real quick, Jay Dow up in there. I love you, my brother. Jay Dow's my guy. Go check him out. Sober Motor Company's Music for the Soul. Jay will be here. You're going to be here Jay, August the 8th, right? Blameless Children. You told me you would. Just checking on you. But yeah, man, thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, man. This is great. I'm so proud of everything, man, that you're doing. And
thank you, brother. Likewise.
I tell you that you need to stop. Don't let it, just keep
right. Oh, that evil committee, boy, they'll be, you big dummy. You can't shut up.
Thousands of people on this side of the fence because you're doing what you're doing today. And don't let anybody tell you anything different.
Thank you, Eric. I love you guys. Brittany, love you, hon. Those shirts are dope, though. Those shirts are just, y'all are killing it. Those are wonderful. But I love you guys, and I'm excited about the cornhole tournament, and I'm excited to get to watch, just to get to be there. Thank you guys for everything that you do for people, man, period. You guys are just good people, period. You teach us stuff. Oh,
love y'all.
Let me see your shirt. Oh, 3-piece. Oh, they must. All right. Love you guys, man. Let's do this again soon. Ooh, what if we could go live at the cornhole tournament?
Absolutely,
that'd be good.
Yeah, we'd have to get them. Some people are anonymous. I understand. They're doctors, lawyers, DEA agents, and things like that.
Yeah.
They might infiltrate Sons of Anarchy, and I don't want to, bust their cover or something. Where did he leave?
Yeah, he's checking on the babies. They're restless.
Oh, okay. Well, Brittany, I love you, hon, and seriously, thank you for being you and just everything you do, man. Truly a blessing, man. And we don't really look at that with you and Eric, just the things of the people that you have touched during this process. How much time? You got 10 years now, right?
No, that's not true. She got 12 years.
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. I got clean 08. 12,
and it's 2020.
Oh.
12. Holy cow. 12 years, y'all. Oh,
man,
my God.
If you were to listen to all those people that told you shouldn't be doing what you're doing right now, there would be thousands of people. There's potentially thousands of people dead and their children not having parents, and their parents have already buried them if you wasn't doing what you were doing right now.
Amen.
Think about that.
God is good. I love you, boy. God is good.
Gone. Children without parents. Parents without children. If you wasn't out here if you'd have listened to them, none of this would have happened, bro.
Real talk. That evil committee, and people just, not being open-minded. They better recognize, get out the way. Oh, wow. Catherine, can't wait to meet you, Brittany. She was there last year, Catherine. Was you too big? You come on. Oh, peace.
Public. The event is open to the public. You know what?
Oh, wow.
Anybody can come. It don't matter. The only thing is that the cornhole participants all are from recovery houses, but anybody can come. You know what I mean? And the more donations we're going to bring in bouncy houses. We're going to try to do everything we can to get as much stuff there. We're going to have food trucks. So it's open to the public. Anybody can come.
Hecklers, you can come heckle the participants. Well, be careful, though. We don't know how far along they are in their recovery. You just be careful. That's all we ask. But
right.
I love you guys. Oh, man. What the heck? I'm missing some stuff. I love you. So, guys, listen, if you've been on here, you're 63, hang out with us the whole rip. We've been on here an hour and 15 minutes. So, for real, get in the comments. The website's in there. You have a Facebook page also for the training, right?
The training center and someone like you both have. They're brand new, but they both have. And basically, what we're doing with that is just to give people another reference to be able to go on, access the page, because all the signups and stuff. The signups for the cornhole tournament is in the website, but we'll link over to that, and then we'll link over to the training center too, to the registration page and all that.
Amen. Well, thanks again, man. I love you. Let's get on the phone tomorrow and chop it up. Jayla wants a room. It's she's in there freaking out. And I had a great day today. I gotta just share it with y'all real quick, man. Me and Jayla just went Jasper. It was just me and Jayla today, and we went for a ride, and we wound up going to 4 different department stores, and she got me on for about $60. I felt some kind of way after that. But in all, I'm being silly right now. But in all honesty, man, these are the blessings of being able to do that today. Father's Day, my son Jordan, his wife showed up, brought me a gift. Again, things that I never imagined. You know what I mean? Just the normacy. How'd you say it? You know what I mean? These real blessings, man, to know that you're loved, and family's everything, man.
What did she tell you though?
What's that?
What did Jayla tell you?
Oh, whoa, man. She sent me a text. We're driving, and of course, Jayla's Jayla. She's 10 going on 22. And I get a text, and when I pull up, when I stopped and everything, I look over at it, and Jayla's text was, "You're not a stepdad. You're the dad that stepped up, man." And y'all know I'm soft as cotton. Come on. I said, then and it was so real. You know what I mean? Just real, man. Just real. And what a blessing that she is. A true blessing, man. But then I thought she was trying to hustle me. Come on.
That's not the case, bro.
I know it wasn't. It was real sincere. It was awesome to get to spend time with her today. She's so smart. You know what I mean? She does most of my memes anyway, so. Oh, well, I love you guys, and thanks again. Guys, everybody on here, go check it out, man. Jason, thank you for sharing with us the other day. Get off me, devil. Y'all hashtag that before y'all get off here, man. But check out the page. Go check out what's going on here. Peer Support's where it's at. Recovery coaching all through the state. Why wouldn't you get it so you could give back, baby? Forget that job. Let's do this. I love you guys. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
All right, later, guys.
All right.
Uh-oh, I'm lost. How do I get out of here? I'm silky now. Oh.
I'm not leaving till you leave,